guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about something that I think is very important right now that we all need to be thinking about, which is Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat's future together. So, I know you guys have probably been hearing that Jimmy Butler has been rumored to be leaving the Miami Heat. At first, everyone thought, okay, Philadelphia 76ers, obviously, but now not really, because after they got Paul George, Caleb Martin, Andre Drummond, I think now that's not a possibility. I don't think they have the amount to be able to give him a max contract now after all of that. And then people started saying LA, which I think is a big possibility because LeBron did say that he is willing to take a pay cut to put a all-star on their team. But I'm going to be honest, I think it's time for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat to have a breakup. It's time to have a rebuild, build around those younger stars like Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Jaime Jaquez. I think it's time. I mean, I'd hate to see him go. He's a really good player. Playoff Jimmy is really a thing, and it sucked to lose him, but I think it's that time. He's getting old, and I don't think he's worth the max contract. I mean, why pay someone who's not your best player more than your best player? Like Bam Adebayo, if I were them, I'd be willing to give him a max contract, but I want to be willing to give Jimmy a max contract because he's not worth more than Bam is to me, in my opinion. I think Jimmy Butler could fit in a lot of different places. I think LA would be a good spot for him. I don't think it really be a smart move, though, because LeBron's only got like 2 more years. Jimmy doesn't have that many years left, and I think they need to gear more towards a rebuild rather than just gathering up more older stars. Another one was the Golden State Warriors, which I think is actually a really good idea. It'd be interesting on how he'd fit in the rotation, but I think it would fit really well. I think him, Curry, Buddy Hield, and Draymond on the same team would be really good. I think after losing the other Splash brother, I think they need to gain some talent, and I think Jimmy would definitely bring that to their team. I think that he'd be a good role model for the younger stars. I think he'd be good in that rather, because in Miami he's more in a leader mode, like first player. I think he needs to gear towards more like the third, like not the like leader, like if you like Curry would be the leader, and then you'd have Draymond, and then you have Jimmy, like the third man. I think in Miami the only problem is that he doesn't really have anyone to back him up. He's like the first man, and then Bam's the second, and then Hero's the third. I think it'd be better if they got like a first man and then Bam be the second. Like if they got Damian Lillard last year, that would have been great. He would have been the third man. Or if they could somehow pull off getting Donovan Mitchell, he'd be the third man. I mean, it's all these possibilities that would definitely make it better for Jimmy if he wanted to stay, but I think it's time for him to go. I mean, it sucks, but it needs to happen. He's a huge contract, and getting rid of him would definitely give us enough cap space to pick someone up like Donovan Mitchell, like someone like Damian Lillard. Like, we need that kind of player. I think we should get Trae Young, but it's just a possibility. It might not happen. It might. But Jimmy Butler, yeah, I think it's time for the breakup. It's gonna suck for Miami to see him go because he's definitely one of their best players on their team. They definitely needed him in the playoffs last 2023 against the Nuggets, but I think it's time for the Heat to start getting some younger stars to build around their role players like Bam and Hero and Jaime. On another note, it will be very interesting to see how their rookie does this year, Kelly Oubre. He had a really good game against the Sacramento Kings for the summer league. Got 26 points and 11 boards. Really good. Shot 50% from the three. Yeah, that will be interesting. But, yeah, I think it's time for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat to go their separate ways. Please like and share the video. Leave down in the comments if you agree and disagree. Please share your opinion. I will make sure I comment back and reply to what you said. And please subscribe to get everyday updates on your favorite NBA teams. And I'll see you guys later.